What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Transformers Walmart exclusive vintage G1 Optimus Prime. Alright, gang, I said in my Bumblebee G1 figure review, my last review, if you haven't seen it, and that it gave me all the feels. Well, none is probably gonna give me all the feels more than this Hound. Well, maybe if they do a vintage Hound, because that was my first ever Transformer, then we'll talk about the real feels. But this one, it really does it for me because this is one that I seriously wanted as a kid and didn't have. I didn't have a lot of them, honestly. I had only a handful of Transformers when I was a kid, despite, you know, them being out at the time when I would have been getting them. But I had a lot more Star Wars, a lot more G.I. Joes, and Transformers was one of those things that just a few made it into the quote-unquote collection, because I don't know if they were a collection when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? So this guy, and you know, being such a huge Optimus Prime fan, because man, no character was more important to me individually than Optimus Prime as a kid. And growing up, I would say that too. There's a lot about his leadership qualities that I've always looked up to, and you know, hope in some way I have has influenced me in a positive way. And you know, I don't know. You'd have to ask all the, you know, various teams I've managed and people I've supervised and managed before, if that has worked well. But yeah, Optimus Prime means a lot to me, and getting this G1 means a ton, despite, you know, the obvious flaws that something, you know, like this has as a figure by today's standards. It totally surpasses all of that in, you know, the nostalgia factor. So let's take a look at this guy. He's making some weird rounds here on my turntable. I still haven't gotten used to it. You know, depending on the figure, it goes around weird sometimes. But you know what? He's back in front here. So let's get to it. Optimus Prime comes with two guns here. First, you have this longer rifle, which is actually molded really nicely. They're both done in black here. This one, it looks really nice. I do dig how that looks. And the more classic Optimus rifle here, which looks really nice. Now, the funny thing is on both of these, that I never really realized before, is they were obviously like molded as like guns to be held in more like human hands with a trigger and stuff. So I don't know the story behind that. And if anybody knows, man, please impart that wisdom onto us, because I really don't know what this deal is all about. Definitely doesn't fit in his hand regularly. So these posts were created where, you know, it can, and if you just want to see, this does not fit in his hand at all. But this does, and it does look a little weird. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You could tell that these were like toys from other toy lines put in. And I want to know if these guns were like from an even, you know, more different toy line. But that's how they fit in Optimus's hands. Not ideal. I probably won't use this one. I probably will just, you know, have him with this. And there you go. It looks fine enough. Taking a look at Optimus himself, it's really nice. I mean, it's gonna vary on your definition of nice. If you know, have it in your heart to enjoy an old school figure like this. I do, and it to me is gorgeous. I think, you know, this reissue is really nice. It's a little different than the original. A lot of these are, but it's cool, and I really like it as that representation of the old school. I'm totally happy with saying it is, and it's fine. A head sculpt is really nice. I do think it's really interesting that he has those little lines on his faceplate. Never really noticed that before. I didn't really realize he had that. And I think it looks interesting and very unique. I like his yellow eyes. Those are done pretty well. Then, you know, the little thing on top here is good. His whole helmet is nice. The silvers are well done in there. Then you got, this part here, cab is die cast, which is nice, and then the red looks really good on there. The silver here looks nice. The silver paint looks nice. The chrome here, I should say, and then the silver paint. It all works well together. It's fine. There are stickers throughout, as you can see. Very shiny. My lights are playing tricks on them. But the stickers are pretty good. They went on fairly easy, depending on how well I put them on. I'm not the best sticker person, and if, that's why I've calmed down with yelling about stickers. It's not the easiest thing to apply. So, but I think they look good. They definitely add to the character. You know what I'm saying? Autobot symbols here, and then these blue and silver ones there. You got some red and yellows in the legs. I guess it's more gold and yellow and the blues as well. So pretty nice. It all adds to the look of this Optimus. His legs, you got nice chromy legs here. And the little tanks here are chrome as well as his pipes, which is nicely done. Around his wrists, those are chrome. The fists are just done in blue, and the fists just come out when you transform him, which is interesting. You got the tires here. We'll look at the tires more after. And then the little feet there. So, I don't know. It's really, really nice, except when you look at it in the back, there's really nothing to look at in the back, and it's not something to look at in the back. But like this, that just looks, I don't know, to me, that it's pretty gorgeous, in my opinion, in this mode. I really, really like it. So, I don't know. I mean, your mileage is going to vary, obviously, but proportionally and everything, it just looks, it just looks super cool to me. It's just very, very nicely done. A great first Optimus Prime that was ever out there, so I don't know. It's good. Well, a representation of that. I like it a lot. Let's take a look at Optimus's articulation. His head, I don't swivels. It does not, unless mine is completely stuck. I don't know if it swivels, so I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to break the toy. Ratcheted shoulders really surprised me. I did not know they did that, and that's cool. Soft ratcheted elbows. The wrists do swivel. Nothing obviously in his waist or anything. The legs, you can move them backwards. So if you want to do a little bit of a running pose, you can. There is a knee bend as well. Hey, there you go. And the foot can move downwards. There is die cast in his feet and in his chest, and which I mentioned already, but I didn't mention the feet. And those are the only two spots of die cast, but it is nice to have. I dig that. Do some size comparisons. Here he is with the G1 vintage Bumblebee as well. You can see how much bigger he is than the Bumblebee. The scales were a lot different back then than they are now, and that's why you're getting this big jump here. So there you go. Here he is with Siege Sideswipe, who's made the rounds here in a lot of videos and was one of my favorite Transformers of last year. Here he is with Voyager class Hound from the last night with the upgrade kits and some weathering on my part. As you can see, he's kind of stands at a Voyager size type figure. Here he is with SH Monster Arts Gamma 3, Super Mini Pla Gridman, and finally with Siege Optimus, which you can see, he is bigger than the G1 Optimus, which brings me to my next topic of discussion. So a major point of contention within the fandom right now is the cost of these G1 reissues. This guy is $50 right out of the gate there, and as you can see, he's no bigger than a Voyager class figure. Does not come with a trailer in this instance, which for me is perfect because I never use the trailers and I don't care about that. But you could, people have the right to be annoyed about the prices. They are rather high, but when you take into consideration inflation from what the figure was to now, it does cost out. And there's a lot of other costs involved here as well. There's also some die cast in there. You have to factor that in there. So while it is a bit high for me personally, and this is going to come down to your personal taste on the matter, I was willing to pay it. I have no problem paying it, and not just because I need to review it. That's not how I am. I just because I really wanted this, like I really wanted it, and I was willing to pay the price for it. But I can totally understand balking at the price. It's your prerogative. That's what it comes down to. If you don't think it's worth it, don't think it's worth it, and don't get it. It's totally understandable. Oh, wait for a deal. For me, it was totally worth it. Totally worth it getting now because I just really wanted it, and I don't get to Walmart. So I can't get to Walmart, so, and I want to thank Ben of Ben's World of Transformers. If I didn't say that already, I think I said it in Bumblebee review, not this one, for picking these up for me. Yeah, that was a great way to get it because I was guaranteed to have it, and this was something I needed to guarantee I had because, again, like I said, it's the feels, man. Like it's something I really, really wanted and always wanted. So it was worth it for me. If it's not worth it for you, totally cool. I totally understand it. Alright, and here is Optimus in his truck mode, looking nice. He rolls well. Let's get out of the way because he's got rubber tires the way it should be. I really wish, I know they don't cost out, but I really wish they would do the rubber tires. It just adds a lot of quality. And there you go, there's another price thing. These do cost more money. I like also the nice chrome rims on them. They look really good. I like that they're different in the front than they're on the back. Attention to detail there is nice. And you got the cab back here. Why is this not? There we go. There. Same together. I feel like it needs a little bit of a clip, to clip together the back part. But that's what the taillights look like. Those, his feet become taillights. So there you go with that. The Autobot symbol on the back there. The pipes look good. Everything is in place nice. That's what the back looks like. That's what the trailer would hook up to if we had a trailer. As you saw, I put the fists in the cab, which is awesome. Yeah, it's a little bit of parts forming, whatever. But they go in there very well. The windows are clear. They are a little frosted. I don't know if that's finger marks. It might be finger marks. It's finger marks. So there you go. We got, lights here and done in silver, and then just hollow on the inside. The grill looks nice. The striping looks nice. And it comes together pretty well, I'd say. You do have some sprue marking there, which is a little unsightly, but if you had the trailer, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, there you go. Look at me, wanting a trailer now. I really don't. But there you go. Here's the reveal, the shield one. Do these actually work still? Yeah, they do. Look at that. A little heat of my hand. My hand's always hot. There you go. He's an Autobot, after all. So that looks pretty nice. Here's Optimus with little b, as you can see. Yeah, you know what? I feel like their scale works a little better here than it does in robot mode, so there you go. And here he is with the movie The Best Optimus from the movie Optimuses, and I think they scale pretty well together. It's almost the same. This is just a tad bit smaller, but yeah, see that? Not bad, not bad at all. There, so I like that. They look cool together. Final thoughts, I mean, there's nothing else I need to say. I've said it all. I am super happy with this guy. He gets all the nostalgia. I hate to say the word feels again, but it's true. He gets you right there, man. It really works for me. I really like it a lot. I'm so happy to have this, and I don't mind that I paid the normal price for it. So there you go. That is my final thoughts. There's not really much else to say about it. It is a nostalgia thing. It doesn't do much for me as a modern toy, but it doesn't need to. That's the beauty. I think as you get older, you appreciate the older toys a lot more than when you're younger. When you're younger, you just want the best available, I think. But I think as you get older, and I could be wrong about this. I'm not gonna put my philosophy on everyone. But it is, for me, the older I've gotten, the more I've appreciated the more simple guys like this. So there you go. Thank you, Hasbro, for reissuing these. It really means a lot to me to be able to get them in my adult life. Alright, so there you go. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time. Peace out, people. And roll out.